and said that sometimes it can be a good thing. I just wanted to see if you had any thoughts on the current inflation rates, and et cetera.
Well, I'd like to hear him explain that to a lot of the families in South Dakota. I've talked to people all over the state this week, spent some time with folks in Watertown that were telling me that gas went up 15 cents overnight in Watertown this week. Families who went grocery shopping got up to the checkout line and were shocked. That used to be that $300 would fill up their entire cart, and now it wasn't half full before they reached that threshold. So the reality of the inflation that we're seeing because of Biden's tax and overregulation and the decisions that are being made at the federal level and how they're impacting South Dakota are devastating. And, I can't find anybody in the state yet that has sat with me and talked to me and told me that this inflation is a good thing.
Governor, this is more of a campaign question as well.
Sure.
So you often champion South Dakotans around the country, and yet, President's staff included, a lot of your folks come from out of state, right? Ohio, New Jersey, Texas. So why are we hiring out-of-staters instead of South Dakotans for these important jobs?
Because these people wanted to come here and be a part of South Dakota. They were thrilled. I have more people that work for me that grew up here, but I don't think in South Dakota we've ever prioritized people over another based on where they were born. I'm thankful that people recognized what was happening here in South Dakota, our protection of their freedoms, and they came here and wanted to be a part of it.
Your vaccine exemption bill passed the Senate. Yesterday in House State Affairs, there was another vaccine exemption bill that would have put broader, I think, conscience objections to it. Would you support that bill, or is there a compromise to be found between those two?
Well, that bill's still moving through the process, so we'll see what the language looks like. It's hard to project what that'll be, but from my understanding, that bill has verbal agreements in it, which would be incredibly hard for people to document and for businesses to document. Yep, Austin.
Governor, I don't know if you followed it this morning, but the House Health and Human Services Committee had a bill that would ban the medication used in medicinal abortions, but writ large in South Dakota. That was brought by Representative Steve Haugard, who you're familiar with. I don't know if you followed that bill or have seen that bill, but obviously, in a certain sense, it